Hello, we're going to make another video here, and this video will demonstrate using the x2go client software in Windows 11 and using the XFCE Desktop as opposed to the Mate Desktop to connect to the x2go server. So let us bring up a Windows 11 machine, and here's a Windows 11 machine. And so we're going to go ahead and bring up our apps. So I'll click on All Apps, and then I'll come on down and start the x2go software. And now start the x2go client. And here's the x2go client. And I've already set this one up for Mate. So essentially what I'm going to do, if I just click on the word Mate there, and I come down here and click XFCE, I can change the desktop. Now the other thing is, if you're starting it, if you're starting x2go from the very beginning, you're going to see a screen that looks like this, and you'll fill out the session name. That's just basically text. In our case, we put ECE-x2go. The server is ece-x2go.cc.lehigh.edu. I used my login name. That's a test login I have. You would use the login name that you normally, or that you received in your email. And then this is where you would put the desktop that you're going to use when you connect to the ECE-x2go server. When I did this last time, I chose Mate. This time, now we're going in with XFCE. Okay, and then after you fill that information out, you click OK. Now, what you'll need to do is, to get started, is you click on this bold text that, in our case, says ECE-x2go, and then you put in your password. There we go. There's the password. I got too many keyboards. I put it in the wrong keyboard the first time. And it can take a second to connect. The XFCE desktop is a lighter weight desktop. Might be a little bit faster. Sometimes when you're using the Mate desktop, things can get twisted and the Mate desktop doesn't work. And what you can always do is just switch over to the XFCE desktop. Not a bad strategy if you're looking to get some work done and the Mate desktop isn't working. So, as I said, this can take a second to actually connect. And it looks like it's working on connecting as we speak. Okay, and this is what the XFCE desktop looks like. And so we'll go ahead and close this. This is just telling us that we're connected. Now what you can do if you want is you can make this go like full screen, give you more real estate to work with. That's always nice. Okay, so this is how you connect with the XFCE desktop. So that's really all there is to connect. And now if you want to get a terminal, you're going to need a terminal to do any real work. And I believe you come down here to System, and you're going to have a couple of terminals that are available. In our case, I like to use this one here that says Terminal. That's GNOME Terminal. You can always use the Mate Terminal or the XFCE Terminal. Let me just click on the GNOME Terminal here, and you can see that up here in the terminal, up here in the top line, the terminal application got put, and here you have the terminal. And now, as I showed in the other video, this the ECE x2go server does not have any real applications that you would use for class or for research. What the x2go server does is it gives you the ability to get your graphics back very quickly to your desktop if you're running Linux applications. And just to, as an example, if I type MATLAB, that's a program that a lot of people use. It's not there. So in further examples, we'll demonstrate going over to other machines and running applications. So what I'm going to do now, it's always good to cleanly exit after you've connected. And and if I come over here to the right, I can click the logout button, and that will cleanly shut me down from, I click that little logout icon, that'll cleanly shut me down from the ECE x2go server, so nothing gets hung. Okay, so that's all there is, logging in with the ECE x2go software using the XFCE Desktop.